Everyone, welcome to today's live stream. Welcome you all to Strike platform. So, before we begin, please note you all can log in to web.strike.money and do your own analysis by using all the tools. So, we'll deep dive into today's market action, have a look at the overall sentiment indicators as well. And today, at the end of the stream, we'll focus on picking up relative strength stocks. So, how do you scan for strong stocks in any kinds of markets? So that we will cover at the last. So please stay tuned till the end. So without any further delay, I'll begin. I hope you all can see my screen. If there's any issue, you can just put it into the comment box. I'll be taking all the questions. So we are seeing my flattish kind of day on the indices level. The Nifty and Nifty 500 are trading flat as of now, and even in the advanced decline, you can see half of the stocks are positive and half of the stocks are negative. So mildly bullish action in today's session. In futures, again mixed action with 77 stocks in long buildup and 72 in short buildup. So let's check the options OI as well. So for Nifty, the highest put OI is at 19,500 and highest call OI is 19,600. And the spot levels are as of now 19,564. So that is a level to watch out for as a resistance. And in Bank Nifty, the highest call wise at 45,000 and the spot levels are 44,905. So 45,000 will be a crucial level to watch out for from options point of view. Now, before we go ahead, let's have a look at the sentiment, which I have already covered in the previous sessions as well. But since this data is updated from the exchange on EOD basis, so it's better to look at it either post closing or on the next day. In terms of FI positioning, we saw it came down all the way down to negative 40,000 contracts, and there was a covering of around 15,000 contracts in last trading session. So right now it is at 25,595 shorts. Yeah. So this is fairly low compared to previous bull market standards. So we are at the minimum positioning only. I have shown this in a multiple times. So if I try to plot a line here, you can see this is the kind of the level that is the minimum position they hold during bull markets, and we are right there at now. Now, the thing to be seen is, do we really recover from here, or is there any further short buildup, right? Another most interesting thing I noticed was in the open interest put call ratio. So you can see this right now on my screen. There is data from the March COVID bottom till today, and you can see this OI PCR ratio during bull markets held above like 0.8 or 0.79, and only in this sideways phase it behaves differently, wherein it goes down to even 0.65. So this is the entire market's open interest put call ratio that is smoothened on 9-day basis. So as on Friday, that is 3rd of 4th of August, the number is at 0.73, which you can see is very close to this previous bottoms and way lower than this bottom as well when we were at around 18,600, 700. So sentiment is indicating that it is overextended on the bearish side. So the contra side trade would be on the upside only from here. So this remains interesting data points to watch out for in the very short term. Even if we look at call minus put OI histogram, that is all calls minus put OI, so that gives you net number of contracts. So if this number is positive, means more calls or open interest is there, right? So you can see when there are very big green bars, we do see some pressure, and then it gets taken off by the market action. So this remains the interesting data points to watch out for. In terms of market breadth, we go to diffusion indicators, and we noticed that the stocks have fallen below their 20-day averages on the Nifty, but not in any other index. So let's look at that. Yeah, so we fell at 30 for the lowest, and now we are back at 46. So we are seeing some recoveries in the stocks above 20-day average, but the indicator that was totally oversold was the percentage of stocks with RMI buy signal. So we saw this indicator going all the way down. So let it show up, and we'll see if there's any change on that. So we came down till 20, and right now it has started to take in support at this first orange line. Second line also you can see is at 10. So these are potential reversal zones. We see reversals from 20 and 10 both, but it is not certain that from which level it will start showing up. But since we are seeing an uptick from 20, which will get confirmed only on the closing, combined with the low FII positions and the oversold put call ratio, this does indicate that we can get a decent amount of upside in the market from here on. So let's go to the charts. Let's first see if there was any significant in the cash market activity from FIS and DIS, and then we'll move to the technical setup. So same story here. FIs have been net sellers and DIs have been net buyers from quite a few sessions. And let's see if this regime also changes with if there is any bounce back in the market. So I'll go to the technical chart, look at the Nifty and Bank Nifty. So the oscillators are mostly in the neutral zone with the MACD still in bearish mode. If we talk about moving averages, then we have been watching the 20-day average as a crucial level in this trend. So we still haven't reached there. It is currently at 19,636. So that remains a short-term resistance on the Nifty index. While if we look at hourly setup, then you can see the MACD went into bullish mode on in the last trading session, and the action is continuing, and it has already claimed above the hourly 20 moving average. And if we look at the exponential 40, then it is trying to cross that average. So from price action point of view, if I try to draw a trend line here, then this will be the crucial trend line to cross to for the Nifty index to confirm the uptrend. So this is around 19,650. So that remains a key level to watch out for, whether the bulls are able to hold that or will we see continued selling. In the Bank Nifty, let me go to the daily one first. So it is also significantly below the 20-day average as of now. It is currently at 45,358. The All the oscillators are still bearish or neutral, but if we go to hourly, then you can see similar MACD buy signal we got in the last trading sessions, and it is showing positive momentum. In terms of moving averages, it is trying to take support on the hourly 20-hour average. So if we are to draw some trend line on this, then this trend line is slightly different than the Nifty, which is quite a distance away. But if we look at the Bank Nifty, then it is right there. So holding above 20-hour average and breaking this trend line is a positive signal from Bank Nifty, which will also contribute to the Nifty as well. So Bank Nifty remains an interesting index to watch out for. If you have any doubts, you can post into the comment section and try to take those. Let's go to today's action. So few indices are negative, but very small numbers there. But the highest gainer are Nifty Healthcare and Nifty Pharma. Within healthcare, we can see Max Health and Oro Pharma are leading today's action. And if I look at Nifty Pharma Index, then Sanofi is also showing up. So the strength today is in pharma sector, followed by the IT sector. So actually, with IT sector also showing strength by all the stocks in positive territory, so it would make sense if we have a look at the technical chart of Nifty IT as well. So the good part here, let's go to first daily. So the RSI is right at about to cross 60, which is slightly better than Nifty. And if you can see the MACD, it is curling on the way up, and the histogram can turn positive if we see some more upside in the Nifty IT in today's session. In terms of moving averages, the good thing is it is holding above its 10-day and 20-day average. And if we go to hourly chart, then we have seen MACD is in bullish mode, and it is also trending above its hourly moving averages. So this this is an index that has strength in the very short term. So IT index should also be looked at. Let's see if we have any important earnings coming in this week. I'm selecting Nifty 100. So yeah, the earnings season is still not over. We have results from important stocks like Hindalco tomorrow, Coal India as well. Another names I'm seeing Tata Power, and also yeah, quite a few earnings are there that need to be taken care of. Now, let's come to the hot topic of checking for relative strength, how to check relative strength in the market, and how to pick up strong sectors and stocks. So, the very first way is looking at the multi-time frame heat map. So, the stock which itself has strong, well performed well can be looked at. It doesn't mean that if it has gone up the most, you directly go and buy that, but it helps you short down the list of strong stocks. So let's say Nifty made a interim top on 20th of July and an interim bottom on 3rd of August. So within this period, let's scan for stocks which have held better than others. So if I go to the heat map and let's go to custom and give it a date from 20th of July and 3rd of August. So you can see the pharma index is coming at top when followed by the PSC index. So this is how you can see the strength. Now see if we look at this period strength, then it's actually the IT index is not showing up here. So only the strong stocks are showing up here. If I go to Nifty Pharma, you can see stocks like Ipca Labs, Cipla, Laurus Labs, Lupin, Alchem, Oro Pharma showing up at the top. And these are the same similar names we are seeing in the today's heat map as well, right? So this gives us a list of stocks which performed well during this sideways kind of phase as well. So need to be looked at. Now, once shorted down, you can go to the individual stock, let's say whichever you pick up from here. So let's say from the PSC index, REC and PFC are at top. So let's go to REC. You can see consistently trending stock, just few sideways action and then again picking up. If we look at the setup, so it's set up from here, then our daily indicators are consistently in buy, but in such a trending stock, when you need fresh entry exit, so hourly is the right time frame to go in. So if we go to hourly, we can see last signal was here on 3rd of August, that is Thursday, when the stock held above the 20-hour average, gave an RMI signal, the Dow trend changed from down to up. You can see that this confirmations came when the price was 199.25, and this is right now at 209. So this is how we picked up a strong stock from the performance. And see, I have given the period of heat map till 3rd of August only. So if you were to check for this on 3rd only, then also this stock would have popped up, and you would have looked at hourly setup to get a fresh entry signal. Now these are just signals. These are not recommendation. I'm just showing a way to pick up a sector or a stock. So that don't take it as an investment advice. So meanwhile, I got a question: how to gauge relative strength for upcoming weeks or months and focus on sectors? Yeah, so that is the same thing I am trying to show here. What I did was I first went to Nifty chart and noticed as my period which I want to look at. So this downward kind of phase where the Nifty fell from almost 20,000 to 19,300, which is 700 points. Now, during a 700 point fall, I'm looking at stocks which held well, right, or even went well. So that means those are the strong stocks, and the relative strength means that the stocks that have been strong continue to stay strong. So, but it's not a blind thing like you pick up a stock and go ahead and buy. It's like just telling you which stocks have strong momentum and strength. So I selected these dates in the custom heat map, wherein I saw the pharma and the PSC index coming at top. And here I picked up one stock and tried to look at its uh, trade setup from daily and hourly point of view, and that showed you how to gauge that signal. So let's do it for one more stock. Let's say from the pharma sector, the top one is IPCA. So let's go to that. I'm directly going to hourly to get more signals. So as you can see, on the last trading sessions, in the last trading session, we got a new buy signal on the RMI. Dow trend was already up, moving averages were already held. So that was around when the price was 909, and right now it is at uh, 926. So that's how few trades can be planned. Uh, a scanner can be dedicated for relative strength and scan sector picks from. Yeah, so there is something like that coming in. So basically, we are planning to give relative strength scanner along with the seasonality scanner. So you'll see it coming in, releasing in very shortly, uh, in like next few days or weeks. But that does not mean that you can't filter stocks or sectors right now. It still can be done. Just needs few work on your end as well. So another thing is you can now open your watch list right here from here itself and change the stock if you want. No, you don't have to manually search for the stock every time. So yeah, that's how you can save your time as well. So if you have any questions, come up with those. We'll try to answer everything. Okay. So fine, that's it. So today we discussed the brief action about today, the technical setup of Bank Nifty, and how to look for relatively strong stocks and to gauge their trade setup. So if I have to get a final look at Nifty before ending the stream, then again, two key levels to watch out for: the 20-day moving average 19637, and on the hourly chart, this trend line. So the most important level comes out for around the 19650 levels for Nifty, and for Bank Nifty, it is already there. We looked at this trend line, this level. So these levels need to be watched out for the headline indices. So thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow, same time.